Welcome to the webinar. Push 1 if you can hear me. All right. That was fast. All right. I think we're ready to start. So, once again, sorry, my name is Mike, and I've been selling online for a few years now, reselling on different platforms such as Poshmark and eBay. And today I want to talk to you guys about how to make $1,000 per month on Poshmark as a stay-at-home parent or side hustle. So everybody needs a side hustle, in my opinion. It's good to have one besides your main job or your day job. It's good to have something on the side, or a few things on the side, just in case one of them fails or goes down. You still have the other sources of income to rely on. And I know how hard it can be as a stay-at-home parent. All you moms out there or dads that are home with your kids and you want to make a little bit of extra money. Maybe you got some spare time during the day when your kids are napping, or if they're going to school or daycare or whatever. You can utilize your time to make some extra bucks, and I want to show you guys how to do that. Because I think it's very important, and especially today, nowadays, everything is going up in price, inflation, the economy. It's almost impossible to just have one job anymore and be able to afford anything. So the first thing you're going to need is a computer. You can have a laptop is good. Usually that's the best because you could take it from room to room or place to place with you, and you can always be on it if you need to do something to make a change to one of your listings or whatever. It's good. It's better to have a laptop than a desktop, in my opinion. You're going to need a cell phone, not only to use the Poshmark app, but to also take pictures with. I find cell phones are the best things to use rather than a professional camera setup. I mean, you could go that route if you want to, but it's just so much easier with a cell phone. You're going to need an internet connection, a reliable internet connection, because you will need to be online for this. This is something that's completely on the internet. You can't really do it offline, so you're going to need an internet connection, whether it's a 4G connection or like a cable modem or any of that stuff. It's very essential to have internet, basically. You're going to need to bring a good work ethic too. So this isn't one of those make money online methods where you can just sit back and push a magic button and cash is going to come out of your CD-ROM drive. No, it's not like that at all. Nothing about making money online is that easy. There is some work involved in this, but once you guys get the ball rolling, it's pretty easy, and it comes to you naturally after a while. It's like second nature. First thing we're going to need to do is create a Poshmark account. What you're going to do is go to Poshmark.com, and in the upper right hand corner there's a little link that says sign up. You're going to click that link. You're going to fill out all of your personal information, your email address, and pick a password and sign up and create an account. Once you have your Poshmark account, then you will be able to do anything that you want to do and anything that we're going to talk about here. Second thing we're going to need, or the third thing, we're going to need a source for our products. Now, in order to sell anything online, you need products. And I want to show you guys how to do that, starting with no money whatsoever. You know, the old saying that you need money to make money, well, with this method, that's just not true. And I think that's BS. You definitely don't need money to make money. So the way that we do this is we're going to go to our actual closet at home. You're going to search through it, rummage through it, whatever you have to do. Pull out those old clothes that don't fit anymore. Pull out those clothes that you haven't worn in a while. I'm talking like you haven't worn the thing since your aunt's funeral, or you haven't worn the thing in over a year, and you always say you're going to wear it, but you never do. You know, just let go. There's certain things that people just stay attached to for some reason, and this will really help you kind of get some clutter out of your life, and you'll feel like a brand new person once you start with a clean slate. So, pull out the stuff that you know deep down you're not going to wear it, even though you keep telling yourself you're going to wear it, or like, ooh, I like that, I don't want to get rid of it. Come on, it's just taking up space. Just do it. Just get rid of it. You know you want to. You can also use your kids' clothes if you've got kids that they've outgrown. I know my daughter's a toddler and she's growing every day, outgrowing all of her clothes. We spend a ton of money on clothes. Thank God for, grandparents that buy clothes all the time. That's pretty awesome. But other than that, we're always spending money on clothes for her and shoes. So definitely use your kids' clothes that they've outgrown. You could even use your spouse's clothes that you know that they're not going to wear. You can kind of kick them in the butt and get them to give up some of their clothes and let go of certain things. Tell them the same thing I just told you. Like, hey, come on, you're not going to wear it. Don't try to kid yourself. Let's just get rid of it. Let's make some money. That's the only thing that can happen here is you'll make some money out of it. And I guarantee you it will feel really good once you've made some money off of the things that you think you want. So, other sources for the products, which you can do in the future, are you can look through some wholesale websites such as AliExpress.com. AliExpress.com is a very popular website where a lot of people drop ship from, but they also order stuff overseas for an extremely lower price than anywhere else online. AliExpress has the best deals, but you do have to be careful. You have to really check it out before you order anything. Check their reviews from the sellers. Check how many items they've sold. There is a bunch of research that you can do on AliExpress to make sure that you're getting the best prices and the best quality items. And you always want to order ePacket, because ePacket is usually free shipping or very cheap shipping and very fast. You want that to come within 5 to 10 days maybe. It might get to you. It really depends on the seller and where they're located and what kind of shipping they offer. But definitely check out AliExpress if you want to source really good wholesale items. And I have another video about that in my YouTube channel that I will link below. You can also use another website called thredup.com. thredup is awesome. They're like an online thrift store. You can get basically any brand name, any designer brand name that you want. It is on that website. They do have a wide selection of clothes, and all you have to do is browse through it. And I'm pretty sure that they have a return guarantee. I think it's 30 days, but don't quote me on that. Double check their policies and their return policies. But thredup is a really good website to source for thrift items. WDH stands for Wholesale Designer Handbags. It's another really good website. It's a subscription-based, but you don't pay every month. I think it's a one-time fee subscription. I think it's like $35 or something like that, or $39, but you get a whole directory of wholesalers and drop shippers, and how you can get stuff on there for really cheap. I'm talking like designer handbags from Michael Kors, Burberry, Balenciaga, Prada, Coach, Hermes. You can get a bunch of stuff on there, like those kinds of brand names, for like maybe 50 to 75% off of the actual retail price. Wholesale prices pretty much for designer handbags. That's huge. That's really huge. You can make a ton of money on that website. I've seen a bunch of people order a bunch of wholesale from them and flip it within the same day. It's really crazy, and it's a really good source. Also, you can go check out another website called the Goodwill. I think it's goodwill.org, but you might have to Google that one. That's another really good auction type website. where they do sell a lot of brand name items there, designer brand names too. It's sort of like an eBay, but the biddings are like ridiculously low for those designer brand names, and you can end up getting like a golden egg, a golden nugget from them, and flip it for like maybe 500%. I bought a pair of shoes off there once for, I think it was like $60, and we ended up reselling it for like $260. That was one of my best flips ever. I was really thrilled about that. It was pretty cool. But definitely check out goodwill.org. They do have a ton of stuff on there. Like I said, it's like an auction base, so you will be bidding with other people. I'm just going to name one other source, which is a physical thrift store, that goodwill.org. They also have the Goodwill bins stores. This is pretty much where they get all their stuff first before they end up putting it online. This is where they sort through everything, like their main sorting warehouses all around the country. They have a bunch of locations for them, but what you can do is go to goodwill.org, and I think they have a location search, and you can search for the nearest location that's closest to you. But pretty much what you see here in this picture is what it looks like. It's really crazy. I've been there at all hours of the day trying to figure out when is the best time to go. This picture was taken, obviously, most likely by a worker, because usually there's a ton of people in that store. And you got to get there either really early in the morning before everybody gets there, or I would go right before they close, maybe an hour before they close, and get some last minute thrift items thrifting in. That's when most of the crowds are gone, because they don't want to be there all night. It's really it can be overwhelming with all those people there searching through bins, but you do find a lot of nice stuff in there, because when they get their stuff, they just want to sell it off quick, and they don't really worry too much about brand names. Like you'll find Prada in there, you'll find Coach, you'll find a lot of brand names in there. It's just really surprising. And the best part is I think they charge by the pound for clothes. So I think it's like something like $1, maybe $1.30 to $1.50 per pound of clothing. You'll definitely have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that that's the price. It's only $1.50 per pound, and you can get a lot of stuff in there. And I usually come out with like 4 or 5 garbage bags full of clothes all the time, and then I search through them at home, and I list accordingly. You could either list them up. I'm gonna have a few ideas for you, but when shopping at the Goodwill bin stores, it's best to search through them first, all your bags of clothes when you bring them home. Search through them first for the stuff that you want to put online individually. Then the rest you can sell in bundles, and I'll show you guys how to do that later. That's probably some of the best. That's the best advice I have for you as far as physical thrift store finds, like the Goodwill bins. Okay, so when you list your items, you want to take really good pictures. You want to take a lot of pictures. You want to make sure that you have good lighting. I can't stress how much good lighting means. It really is very important. So either you want to take a picture by a window, or you want to have some good lighting rigs, maybe. They're pretty cheap to get on Amazon. Some of those umbrella lights. Or if you have really good lighting in your house, a really nice bright light fixture, or like a spotlight, when you're taking the pictures, you want to try to show as much detail of the item as you possibly can. You don't want to have a lot of shadows on your items, because the more detail that you can reveal on an item, the better you are, the better off you are. As far as if anybody opens up cases, they can't blame it on that they can't see your picture well. You want to take pictures of the item being used or worn. So either you get a cheap mannequin for like $20-30 on Amazon, and put the item on the mannequin, or you can wear it yourself and snap a few selfies in the mirror. And it really is better when people are seeing the item being used, because it gives people an idea of what it would look like on them or on someone else if they're buying a gift for somebody. So it's a better way to judge if they would want it or not. And usually those people tend to buy things quicker if they could actually see it being used or worn. You want to take multiple pictures from every angle. You want to show the entire product that you're listing. You want to show it from the back side, the side, the front, even the top down or the bottom up. You want to make sure you cover every angle. This way the person viewing it is not left with any questions. You also want to disclose any damage or any imperfections in your photos. That's, again, if you do get a case opened up on you, you want to be able to cover your ass. You want to be able to, make sure you disclose everything that's wrong with it. Because I've seen people lose cases over the stupidest things, over a scratch mark or a little ding that you can only see with a magnifying glass. So whatever it is whatever's on there that's not perfect, I mean, if it's like really bad, just throw it out. Don't even list it. But if you have a ding here and a scuff mark here and there, it's not a big deal. But just make sure you list it. Like it's better off listing it and being honest with people, because it's going to get you a lot further, and you're going to sell a lot more items that way, because you'll have really good rating. You also want to check your other people's photos. Check and see what the Poshmark community is doing. Even though they might be your competition, check them out anyway. See how they're taking pictures, how they're listing their items. This way you can get a better idea and understanding for how you should be listing your items. Especially check out people who have big closets and see how they do it. Most of the time, let's say you're ordering from AliExpress.com, the wholesale website, you can always use their stock photos that they have for the items that you ordered. I'm pretty sure that 99% of the products on AliExpress you're allowed to use the stock photos for. So definitely do that. It'll save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches and hassle, because all the work's already done for you. Now, when you're listing, titles and descriptions are very important. So your title of your listing, it should be short, yet very descriptive. It should also contain the size of the item, maybe the color and the age of the item. Those three things are very important. You want to make sure if you're selling a shirt, it's a medium-sized shirt, a blue medium-sized shirt, new with tag, or NWT. A lot of people use abbreviations. Yeah, it's very important to use those three key points, and because that'll tell someone right off the bat if they want it or not, usually. Sometimes people don't even read the descriptions. They just read the titles and look at the pictures, and they order like that, believe it or not. So, but moving on to descriptions, those, don't get me wrong, descriptions are very important too. They should be at least 1 to 2 paragraphs long, and they should be very descriptive. Contain the size, the measurements, if you can measure the item, the age of the item, whether it's new with tag, used, worn once, twice. Try to be as specific as you can with the age. Make sure you list the colors, because some people are, I guess, color disoriented or colorblind. They can't tell what color it is. And you want to disclose all your imperfections, like the same way you did in your photo. You want to do the same thing for your description of your item. You want to make sure that you mention the brand name, because that's going to help you sell that item too. And just be creative. Make up your own little story to the item if you want. Or just make it look unique. Don't make it look like everyone else's. But, follow the same guidelines everyone else is using, but put your own twist on it. And people will appreciate that. And it'll stick out in people's heads. So the next thing you want to do is you want to follow other postures. Once you have a few listings up, you want to start following people. You want to start growing your account. Now you want to find people who also love the brands that you're selling. So if you have a lot of Coach items in your closet, find people. Type in the search bar for Coach. Type in listings, not people. Select listings, not people, and type in Coach, just as an example. And then you'll see all the Coach listings come up. So click on a Coach listing and go to the hearts. You'll see how many people like that item or hearted that item, and you'll see the comments. Go into the comments, go into the likes, check those people and follow them, especially if you have that brand in your closet. The more people that you follow that like the brand you sell, it gives you a 25 to 46% chance more of selling those items in your closet. So definitely do that. It's very helpful. And you want to follow consistently. You want to try to follow 200 to 500 people a day. I know that's a lot. It may be a lot to some people, but compared to what some people have on Poshmark, that's really not a lot at all. Community shares, another thing that's very important. But before we go any further, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Shari asked, how many people can we follow a day? Is there a limit to how many people we can follow a day? I'm really not too sure when it comes to following. I think that the limit might be 10,000 people a day, but don't quote me on that. That's just an experiment I did, and I actually happened to get throttled after I followed that many people in one shot. Yeah. Alright, so community shares. So Poshmark's designed to be social. Community sharing is exactly how to be social on Poshmark. It really is. Community sharing is the sharing of other Poshmark's closet listings. Once you start sharing other Poshmark's listings, they're going to notice that. It's going to help you complete your Posh Ambassador achievement also. It's going to bring also a lot of traffic into your closet because people are going to start sharing your items back because you shared theirs. People go into their feed and they check and see who's shared their items. So once they see that, they'll click on your closet name, browse through your listings, and they'll just pick out exactly what they want to share back to their followers. And a lot of those people have tons of followers. You're talking like people who have been on Poshmark a long time. Some of them have over 100,000, maybe 300, 400, 500,000 followers on their account. So when they share your items, it's being seen by potentially hundreds of thousands of people. And that's going to help you sell. That's going to help you get a lot of offers too, because the more eyeballs you have on your listings, the better off you are. So you also, once you've got a nice substantial amount of followers, you want to start sharing your closet. And the best thing is, if you don't have a lot of followers, you can share directly to the parties at night, because there's millions of people in those parties. They get ridiculous, and millions of listings too. But there's definitely a lot of people in those parties, and they're just ready and waiting to see your stuff. You could also check out the schedule at poshmark.com/parties. That'll give you the exact time of every single party every day. Even the past parties tell you what time those started. Usually they're different themes, and sometimes they're different brand themes or different item themes, such as shirts, best in tops, best in dresses, or best in shoes. So I'm not sure if they have jewelry party, but I think they do. Yes. Also, when you're sharing, you want to share during peak hours to gain maximum exposure. By peak hours, I mean like in the morning time, usually anywhere between 8 and 11 a.m. For the afternoon, I would say 12 to 2. And for the evening prime time, I would say 7 to 10 o'clock. Those are really good times to start sharing. Now, also, another thing I wanted to go back and talk to you about. The parties they go by Pacific time. On the East Coast, just know that all the parties that are on the website are according to Pacific time, so that's 3 hours behind. I made that mistake so many times, like looking at the time of the party and just thinking that they were automatically talking about Eastern time, and I would totally miss the party all the time. Then I finally figured it out. Yeah, go me. And you don't want to share more than 2 or 3 loops of your closet at a time, because Poshmark has these algorithms now that may block your shares and they won't be seen. It's happened to me a few times. I don't think it happens every time that you share, but I do think that they do throttle certain people's items who do share a lot. And 2-3 loops of your closet is fine. You don't need to share more than that. That's more than enough exposure in a sharing session. And you don't want to do it too close together. So I would do a share session, maybe if you have the time, maybe every 1 or 2 hours, or every other hour. You don't want to abuse that, because eventually you will get throttled and you won't be able to share altogether. The next thing is you do want to promote your listings on social media. You can cross-list all of your items on Instagram, which is a great place to list Poshmark listings. And on Instagram, you want to use tags such as hashtag Poshmark and hashtag ShopMyCloset. Those are 2 very popular hashtags on that platform. You also want to put a link to your Poshmark closet in your bio. Some people use a link tree where they can link out also to their eBay account or their Pinterest account. What a link tree is you click on your Instagram bio link and it takes you to a page with a bunch of different links on it that are related to whatever you have. So I think I used to use a link tree. It would link out to my Poshmark closet, my eBay store, my blog, my Facebook page, my Pinterest page, my Tumblr page. Yeah, you can link up a bunch of places there, because most of the time with Instagram you get one link and you can put it in your bio and it's just going to take them to one website. With the link tree, it's very useful. They have an option of going to a bunch of different places and seeing a lot of different things that you offer. So it's better for you and exposure for the stuff that you're selling online. Also, you want to follow other Poshers by searching for the keyword Poshmark. Not just in Instagram, but really any platform. If you search for the keyword Poshmark, everything related to Poshmark is going to come up. People who like Poshmark, who sell on Poshmark, groups, or whatever. Follow them all. Join all the groups that you can, whether it's on Pinterest or Facebook, and become part of the community and become social, because that's what it was meant to be. You also want to follow the people who engage with other Instagram Poshmark listings that you like. So if you find someone on Instagram with their whole Poshmark closet on there, check each post and check who's liking each post, because you're able to follow all those people. So once they become your followers, then they're going to look at your listings and click through to your Poshmark closet and hopefully send you an offer or buy something. The best part about all of this is that you can automate all these things. What do I mean by automate? I mean, you can do all of these things: sharing, following, social media. You can do all of these things automatically without doing them manually. And I'm going to show you exactly how to save a bunch of time. And I'm going to show you how you can spend more time with your family, do more things that you need to do for yourself rather than sitting in front of your computer, sharing and following and promoting your listings all day. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about is it's called Poshmark Pro Tools. It's a piece of software I developed. It was becoming increasingly hard for me to find the time to actually promote my listings and sell on Poshmark. It was tough because I had to sit in front of my computer all day or on my phone and share my listings to all my followers. And especially if you have a day job, or if you have a kid, or if you're just busy in general, you're not going to have the time to sit there and promote your listings all day, because you have to do that for each one of your listings. So I decided to go out and have something built for myself that would do what I needed to do, and easily and reliably. But after I had it built, I was using it and I was saying to myself, this is so powerful, it's so perfect, and I want to share this with people. So we had it built in such a way that we can distribute it and make it readily available for everyone else to use. And that I'm very proud of. And today it has a ton of features. It's evolved into something that a lot of poshers are using and is essential to them and to their selling. So, Poshmark Pro Tools Suite has a lot of features, and the first one is it auto follows, and it will follow anyone who likes the brands that you're selling. If you tell it to follow people who like Coach, it'll follow people who like Coach. If you want it to follow people who like Prada, it will do that too. It's very versatile when it comes to following and growing your account. Following and growing your account is very essential to having a good foundation in your closet. You want your closet to be filled with followers who love the brands that you sell, who are interested in your listings, who engage and comment on your listings. So that's one way that you'll know that you have some really good stuff. It also can auto share, and it can do community shares. It also does auto commenting and auto likes other people's listings. And one of the best parts is that it solves CAPTCHAs, which is a paid service, and it's only $3 per 1,000 CAPTCHAs. So you don't have to sit in front of your computer and babysit the bot anymore. You can just let it do its thing. It also has auto shareback mode, which means it'll take the people from your feed, whoever has shared any of your listings, it will share back their listings. That's a very sociable part of Poshmark and doing that. It also auto shares to parties and does keyword shares to parties. So let's say you have a party that is only for bags. You can have your software only share the bags that are in your closet, or only share the shoes that are in your closet, or only the tops, or only the pants. You can have it do whatever you need to do. It can also copy your entire closet onto Instagram, which is amazing. It turns an empty Instagram page into a beautiful Poshmark closet. And you can even schedule it to repeat the same things every day, down to the hour. You can schedule it out. You can schedule your shares, your follows, and your community shares. It's extremely powerful, and that, combined with the CAPTCHA service, you can literally let the software run for days without touching it. The only thing you have to do is accept offers and make sales. We also offer a 3-day trial for absolutely free, and there's no obligation to buy it afterwards. You do not need a credit card for that trial. And what's funny is a lot of the clients have reported making enough money during the 3-day trial to pay for their entire software package. So that's big, and I've gotten so many of those emails saying, hey, I made enough money here to buy the software. I'm just waiting for my Poshmark funds to clear. As soon as they do, I'm buying it. So I think that's awesome. I didn't expect it to do that well, and it does. It was really surprising. So what do you get besides the software? Each one of those licenses for Poshmark Pro Tools is for life. There's no other features, no other fees, unless you order other services such as Scheduler. You get 100% support. If something goes wrong or you can't figure something out, we are there to help you through email whenever you need it. We also offer 100% guarantee if the software doesn't work on your system, or if we have tried every single possible resolution to get it to work and it doesn't work, we will refund you 100% of your money. We also offer remote assistance, where we will connect to your computer and try to figure out the problem and try to fix it, or show you, or if you need some coaching or you need some support or help, we can do it for you live, one-on-one, remotely connecting to your computer and literally showing you how to do something live, right in front of your face. A few testimonials. Megan B said, I love your software and I've made so many sales. I went from 1 to 5 sales a week to 47 sales during my 3-day trial. I gained about 8,000 followers as well. She enjoyed the trial version. She said that we definitely have a great software program and it makes tedious and time-consuming sharing simple. This software is extremely effective. I browsed through other bots offered, but decided upon yours because the interface seems simple enough for my non-tech-savvy self. I'm not going to read the whole rest of it, but you get the idea. It's pretty easy to use, even for beginners. Jess said, since I purchased the full version, I've had 15 sales, 3,700 followers gained, and too many shares and likes to count. And that was 2 days ago. I am so happy with this software. Thank you for making this. These people who send me testimonials, I'm very appreciative for that, because it's actually showing me that it's working. These are my personal bank deposits from Poshmark within 60 days. This is just from me using the software and having my items listed up for sale. I think this one we did almost $6,000 in 60 days. And it's really incredible. Before I made the software, none of this was happening. And I'm not trying to brag to you guys or anything. I'm just showing you guys that this is possible. I'm not. I've never been a bragging kind of person. I just want to show you guys facts and support my claims, pretty much. And last month, our redemption from Poshmark was $3,653. I'm going to show you guys exactly the numbers on that one. It's pretty cool, but you guys can do the same thing, really. This is my Poshmark redemption page. So as you can see here, let's start from the bottom. Starting from May 5th. So May 5th was 132, May 6th was $32. Okay. May 6th was 116. You could pretty much see it's almost every day I'm redeeming this money. 116, 326, 116, 156, 193. Now, also keep in mind that some of these are delayed, like I think however long it takes to clear into your available funds. But every day I was getting these numbers clearing in my Poshmark account. You could see almost every day for 30 days I was getting redemptions. So I think this one, we made $3,600 in 30 days. And this is all from using the software. I do owe a lot of it to that, because if I had to sit there and share and follow every day, it wouldn't even come close to what I'm doing now. And this is all real, guys. This isn't fake. You could see I'm on the Poshmark website. I'm not faking any of this stuff, guys. This is all stuff that's really happening, and it's really happening to these people. So if any of you guys want to try it out for 3 days, I'm more than happy to direct you guys how to do that. If this goes on YouTube, I will leave a link in the description below this video of where you can go and get the 3-day trial. It's definitely worth the time and the effort of listing things on Poshmark. If you're going to use this software, it's definitely going to help. And I do recommend it, not just because it's my software, but because it's helped a lot of people already. We have over 1,000 clients who have purchased the software. So I'm just going to take you guys through it a little bit. I already have it open here. I'm going to show you guys the sharing module. This is the share module. Here's where you type your closet name. We have a bunch of different options here. Share to party, share my closet in reverse, which helps fix your closet if it's out of order. You can share your feed, which is community shares. You can share your available items. You don't have to physically manually type in how many available items you have. You can just click this and it will share all of your available items automatically. This is the keyword sharing, where you can share just tops, just pants or shoes or bags. This is the share back mode. You can share back the last, let's say, 50 people who have shared your items and share 5 of their listings each. Here's your loop settings and your share settings. And now the interesting thing is that we provide a unique sequence when it comes to delays. We randomize every single delay between shares so that you do not get picked up by Poshmark's security algorithms, and it looks more human-like. It looks like a regular person is sharing and following. And I wanted to, announce that not one of our clients has had their account banned since they purchased the software, and we've been around for almost 2 years now, and I haven't had one report of someone getting banned or anything happening to their account. Besides normal throttles, you can get throttled by sharing manually on your phone, so it's really not something to worry about too much. We have our following module here. You type in a big closet name that has a lot of followers, and you can follow up to 1,000 of their followers in one shot. We have a multiple closet sharer here, where you can share multiple closets, multiple friends' closets, and it'll do it in order until it's done. Sorry about that. A good idea for that is to go into Facebook groups and tell people you want to share their closets, like maybe 5 for 5. You share 5 listings, they share 5 of your listings, or 30 for 30. And then people who start commenting their closet names, you put their closet names in here, and you click start, and it will just share all their closets. And then what you'll start seeing you're getting share backs from those people. So that's a really good way to get a lot of people to see your listings. Let me just take a sip of something here. Okay, we also have part of our suite, Poshmark Pro Leads. This is how you do your target following. So if I type anthropology in this box, and I set it to how many seconds I want to do in between follows, and if I type 1,000 here, it's going to go and follow 1,000 people who like anthropology. So if you have Anthropologie in your closet, there's a very good chance that they are going to comment on your listings, make an offer, or even buy your listings. Instaposh. Instaposh is part of our suite as well. It will upload your entire Poshmark closet onto your Instagram, and I have a really good example of that. Here we did an experiment. So here is what it looks like after you've uploaded your closet to Instagram using our Instaposh module. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful listings. Here's our scheduler for, like I said, if you want to schedule out 3 to 10 actions a day, it's extremely simple and it's extremely easy. Here I've set it up for the entire day. It will go off at 6 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m. So it will follow and share for the day. And all I have to do is press start, and I won't have to touch it because it already shares, solves CAPTCHAs for me. So all those CAPTCHAs will be solved automatically, and this will go off at the appropriate times, and I won't have to do anything. All I have to do is make money, and that's fun. So guys, if you are interested, like I said, go to the website. I'll leave the link in the description if this is on YouTube. If not, go to poshmarktools.com and download the 3-day trial. There's a sign-up form. All you have to do is put your name and email and press submit, and it will bring you to the trial download page. Just go there, download the trial, unzip it, and run it. That's all you have to do. Make a shortcut to it on your desktop or in your taskbar, and it'll always show up for you. And it's a very reliable piece of software. We are always updating it. We're always putting new features on it, and we are taking questions from you guys as far as what you would like to see in the new versions that come out. So this is really built and designed around your taste and your opinions. So, and I'm glad to be able to be a part of that. So thank you guys for checking out the webinar, and I hope this did help you in some sort of way. And if it did, that's awesome. Whoever does decide to take action after this, I hope it does bring more time and value to your life, besides just sitting in front of a computer all day and wasting away just sharing and following. There's more to life than just sharing and promoting your listings. So go ahead and get the trial and check it out. It's definitely worth it.